This is just so lovely out here. Look at this beautiful track just winding through the desert here. It's a beautiful day down here in the desert Southwest, and I've been on the road all day, about 250 miles so far, and it's getting to be that time of the day when I think I might better find a place to camp. We're gonna head down the road to this little desert town, see if we can't find ourselves some food and supplies for tonight so that we can go camp out in this beautiful desert. Oh, this looks pretty good. I always like these little wines because they come in their own individual bottles. Merlot tonight. That'll go good with the chicken. Hi.
Today.
Good, how are you? When I need to get groceries at the end of the day and I want to put them in something, I'll put them in this little backpack and then I'll just put this on my back, and it works a lot better than trying to attach a plastic bag somewhere to the motorcycle. This is really useful. Let's get on down the road. See what we can find. And we're just headed out of town now into the wild backcountry of Ajo, Arizona. We'll just go a short ways out into the desert and see what we can find. There's more than a few back roads in these parts to explore. Looks like it turns to dirt right here. Look at this beautiful backcountry right here. Isn't this gorgeous? I've never been down this road before, but so far so good. It's very scenic. I think we'll have a nice desert camp out tonight. In case you're wondering, this is all BLM land, which means that it's free and legal to camp here for up to 14 days. And again, that's one of the things I love about the desert, is that there's just so much wide open space and public land, and it makes for the camping really easy. The Sonoran Desert. It's the only place in the world where saguaro cactus grow. Great time of year to be out here too, because it's not too hot. It's just absolutely perfect. There's a dog. He's following. Hi. Oh, you're a cutie. Yeah. Look at what we got for you. Somebody just gave this to me the other day. Here, you want some water? You want some water? Oh, you're a lover. So I just had an encounter with a lot more than a dog. The dog's owner came over to visit, with another gentleman, and it turns out that one of them is no less than the legendary Doug Peacock. And I just ran into Doug Peacock out here in the middle of the desert. I recognize that name, and it turns out that I've read about his epic desert walks. This man has spent hundreds of days walking alone through this region. He walked across the desert here for hundreds of days, lived and camped out here. I think he had even an association with the legendary Edward Abbey, who wrote Desert Solitaire, one of the classic books about the desert environment. I feel like I met one of the desert rat icons out here in his natural habitat. To run into a true desert rat in his natural habitat is just astounding to me. I couldn't bear to be the guy that asks him if I could take a picture or record a video, and I didn't want to incognito just let my camera roll and record our interaction just out of respect. So we talked for 20 minutes, we petted the dogs, I gave them some water. You know, that's like, I don't know, seeing a snow leopard in its natural habitat or something. To be out here wandering this part of the world and then meet an authentic icon of the desert like that, wow, that really just blows my mind. So at this point, I'm just riding around sort of looking for a place that speaks to me. And by speaks to me, I just mean something that calls my name in terms of its appeal, what it looks like and what it feels like as a place to bed down for the night. And there's a couple of options, and it might not be possible to get both of them at once. One of them, in terms of comfort, would be to sleep in a wash, and that's some kind of like a sandy area that's low where water would come through, and it creates like a bed of sand which would be comfortable to sleep in. The other option would be up on a hilltop with a view, and those things don't seem to always work in conjunction with each other. The washes are usually down low and covered in the trees, and the hilltops are obviously up on top of a hill and more exposed. I think my preference would be for a hilltop because I'm a photographer, and so I like the view and to see the sunset rather than be closed in down below. And since I have an air mattress, all I really need is a flat piece of ground and I'll be okay. I saw a road over to the left here that looks like it might go up this little hill. I say little hill, not knowing what to expect. Well, this certainly has a view, but the ground is pretty rocky and it's not very level, so it wouldn't be the most comfortable. I can see down here that there is a more flat and level spot, and there's some big saguaro cacti that could be nice to park the bike next to. But look at this view. It's really pretty nice up here. You can see for miles and miles, just overlooking all of the Sonoran Desert. Well, this looks like it would be a nice spot. It's right up here on this hill, just surrounded by desert in every direction. But it's pretty rocky and it's not very level, so it wouldn't be the easiest or most comfortable. I'm thinking I'm going to go down here and check out this little area that's kind of flat. And there's some big cactus down there and some trees, and might be a little more comfortable, but without quite the big, vast, picturesque view. But I could always walk back up the hill here. So let's go down the hill and check this spot out. Yeah, it's definitely more flat down here. There's a little canyon right over here. I saw perhaps another hill to go up and explore right here. Oh, this is a steep one. Oh yeah, oh, barely made it up this one. Holy cow. Wow, this is a good view here. It certainly would make a campsite, but there's no even ground up here whatsoever. So it would be a little uncomfortable, but a lovely view. I'm going to keep on trucking and try to just work my way gently down this hill here. Wish me luck. Here we go. Not so bad. There's a big runway right at the bottom if I were to get a little bit too fast. There we go. All right. I'll sleep easier knowing that I'm at the bottom of that hill and wouldn't have to have a restless sleep thinking about it all night. God. Well, this is my little scene in the desert tonight, and it's not too bad. In typical fashion, I spent my whole day exploring and didn't get in here until the sun is almost down, but I got everything set up here. I've got the firebox going, a little supply of wood, a glass of wine, my camp chair. I'm going to sleep out under the stars tonight and just take advantage of this beautiful evening in the Sonoran Desert. This is an absolutely classic Sonoran desert landscape. I'm surrounded by saguaro cactus. Over here is an organ pipe cactus. There's some jumping cholla that already got me, and the fading light on the mountains off in the distance. Mm-hmm. Freedom. Mm-hmm. Well, top of the morning to you. I woke up about an hour ago here in the desert. Last night the moon was full, and I watched its arc travel across the sky for the entire night. This whole desert all around me was just bathed in moonlight. It was like someone left the lights on. It was actually kind of hard to sleep. I was up all night, and I just kept tracking the progress of the moon across the sky. And now it's a beautiful rosy dawn here in the Sonoran Desert. This place is pretty special. This is probably one of the most powerful desert camping nights that I've ever had on my motorcycle all alone out here under the full moon. I spend a lot of time looking for the right campsite, and some of it comes down to just practicality. You want to find a good place to camp. Some of it comes down to aesthetics. I want to find a place that, is beautiful for photography and filmmaking. And then there's always this idea of just like finding a place that speaks to me. Carlos Castaneda, an author who wrote books about life in the desert, talks about power places and finding your power place. And it's kind of an intuitive thing where you wander around until you find that place that speaks to you, and it becomes like your place of power, your spot. But you have to slow down and you have to listen, and you have to sort of try out different places and feel them out. And I chose this spot after driving around for quite a while. This spot spoke to me, and it was only late in the evening or in the night as the moon was going across the sky that I realized the place I had chosen has this beauty right here. This giant organ pipe cactus. This is the only one that I see as I look out across the desert landscape. Without even realizing it, my place that I chose was right next to this beauty.
I feel humbled to be here. There's birds flying around. The moon is over my shoulder. The sun is about ready to come up. I'm sitting here drinking my morning coffee. Yeah, not too bad. I guess it's time to pack up the motorcycle and wind my way out of here. I'm going to take my time and travel slowly across this desert landscape. It's not about ripping up the terrain and going fast and that kind of ride. It's more about just a peaceful, slow exploration of an amazing place.
Well, I really hope that you've enjoyed this motorcycle adventure. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and come back for more. We'll see you down the road.